Oh, gamer. Oh, gamer. It's star railing time. Not railing your mom. Oh, just kidding. This program is brought to you by the Interastral Peace Corporation.
3 Genius Society members at the same time? Well, I knew this interview was a bad idea. Mr. Screw'em, member 76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention, the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. He'll recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
And his astonishing wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves. Ergo, the Genius Society hereby confers upon Mr. Albert the title of Member 85.
Member 81, Ron May. Oh, she seemed like a kind and elegant person in the simulated universe. A little distant, though, but what if I ask a bad question? Since when does Albert ask bad questions?
There's this thing as a bad question.
Has an active imagination.
Quit daydreaming!
Order!
The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
Yeah. Trailer time.
I thought Member 4,
With the dog on.
had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look
What is that? It's so cute. They're like little jelly friends.
Madam Herta, open zone. Class 1, clearance zone. Permission status.
New Herta space station areas.
There's much you don't know about the space station.
There she is.
It's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through.
Those little things are so cute.
A genius move.
Who's that?
You counter it.
Oh, okay.
You look troubled. A portrait of internal turmoil. Do try
It's
to
ratio
think
or
for
whatever,
yourself.
right?
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. Only the wounded savior
what's going on?
can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction.
Dude, did Asta get
No
taken?
matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Huh, audience dice. How ostentatious.
Interesting. Okay, that's right. Redemption codes. Notepad. S9, SPC, J5, CRT.
Your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And if you didn't know already, I'm Albert, your favorite feathered announcer. Welcome to the version 1.6.
When are we gonna see Albert in game, though?
Mundane and divine special program. On today's program, we're bringing together 3 intellectual heavyweights from none other than the Genius Society. Oh, why don't you introduce yourselves? Madam Herder, care to kick us off?
Whatever. Herda here.
Heard a moment.
Madam Herder, we said, remember, enthusiasm.
Seriously? Fine. Hello, I'm Herda.
No, we're talking. And
Heard a moment.
let's not forget the new face on the block, Madam Ron May.
Hello, dear viewers. I'm Ran May.
I suppose that makes it my turn. Greetings, viewers. I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to
Screwlum,
meet
your
you.
mom.
The pleasure is all ours. I never thought I'd be interviewing
Devin.
all 3 of you at the same time. I guess the great
Cookie time.
news must have finally recognized my potential.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This is a scheduled space station visit. Lucky for you, we had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Thank you. Anyhow,
They
we
just shut
saw
him down
from the
big time.
trailer that the story is making a return to Herda Space Station. Intelligence available for release indicates the following. Madam Ron May has commandeered one of the space
I know,
station
right?
zones for biological science experiments.
I like to avoid attracting too much attention with my experiments, and the station had a sealed-off area available. Herta was kind enough to lend it to me.
Big enough to spread across 3 levels. This area is a brand new domain waiting for us in version 1.6.
Domain?
Welcome to Herda
Genshin
Space
reference?
Station Seclusion Zone. Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal. Your assertion
Except
excludes
those
the
guys.
existence of inorganic life operating in the area.
Naturally, as I was saying, the story is set to unfold in this new domain.
I love the jelly fellas.
So you still
What are
need the
they? What are their
seclusion
names?
zone, Ron May?
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was hoping the Trailblazer could do me a small favor.
Favor?
Aren't they always?
Small.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the second one, but this is a golden age for biological science. No problem too big or too small, right? And version 1.6's brand new Trailblaze continuance, Crown of the Mundane and Divine. Trailblazers will encounter Madam Ron May for the first time.
Damon,
They'll
what do you
need to
mean by
work
that?
closely with her to solve the headaches of Herda Space Station.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ron May has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the nature of biological science. Surprises and accidents in equal measure.
Not to mention, the space station is hiding more secrets than you might have thought. Various crises bubbling to the surface, Herda's puppet falling prey to an ambush, and a new provocation that the geniuses must face up to.
Nothing a small favor can't fix, right?
We got the 3 geniuses here. What could go
Do
wrong?
you feel the
In
need to ask?
Mr.
Screwlum?
Albert's previous broadcasts, the adoption of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak is sealed. This is a top secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder of biological science. And what better way to prepare our trailblazers than by
Can't you just
introducing the
literally do the
one
same
and
song over and
only
over again, though?
Madam Ron May?
I thought you could do them all, do the same song 4 times if you're solo. Holy shit.
Madam Ron May is an Ice-type character following the path of harmony and member 81 of the Genius
Ace
Society.
Harmony.
From the very beginning, her research has focused on biological science.
That's right. Biological science is a boundless field. I rarely have time for leisure. And despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madam Ron May, I was
I already knew that because I did that with you all the
Is there
time.
a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into a flat
Remember I accidentally
hierarchical
clicked the same
structure.
songs as you, and then I changed
My
them?
name is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating. What a spellbinding tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert. Are you hoping for something in return?
Who
I love the little,
wouldn't hope for a blessing from Madam Ron May? Trailblazers agree with me.
Then let me remind you that a genius's blessing isn't always a result of generosity or kindness.
Meaning...
Aren't you supposed to be intelligent? You tell me.
Many
Damn.
individuals have a hidden side. Ergo, Trailblazers' encounter with Ron may hold surprises.
Spoiler atomic clock! I think it's time we took a look at what this elegant scholar can do on the battlefield. Don't you?
My basic attack, Threading Fragrance, deals ice damage to a single target, while my skill, String Sing Slow Swirls, can increase the weakness break efficiency of all allies. There's
that could be
also my
good.
ultimate, Petals to Stream,
Potentially.
Repose and Dream, which creates a field.
Oh my god, bars.
Only the most beautiful
It creates a
field I've ever
field?
seen.
What does that field do?
Work of art, madam.
Within the field, allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and
yeah.
when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a mark.
This mark is triggered on the enemy's
really like
next
the marks
action,
lately.
prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action, and inflicting them with additional ice damage.
Oh,
You have a knack for exploiting an enemy's weakness, Ron May.
interesting.
I'll say, and we
Wonder
didn't
how
even
good that
mention
is
her
in
technique,
practice.
Silken Serenade,
Okay.
which allows the team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe, when Ron May possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe
the
enemy,
reason I thought
the
that is
battle
because I
ended
chose
as
the
if
same
enemy's
song as
weakness
you.
was attacked. The attack ignores
That one
weakness
time.
types and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Well, very good. Sounds to me like you have an interest in testing the simulated universe.
After Trailblazers get to know Ron May, another scholar with connections to the Genius Society will be appearing in this Trailblaze Continuance.
Oh, I assume you're referring to the gentleman with the alabaster head?
Classic Mr. Scrollum. Able to see the gentleman behind the mask.
What is beneath
Gentlemen,
the
my
mask?
foot!
Herta,
Gentlemen, my
You're
foot.
being a
Is that
little
like gentlemen
harsh.
these nuts?
Sounds like you two are well acquainted.
What do you mean?
Without further ado, allow me to introduce him.
It's Mr. Ratio, right? That's his name. He's gonna ratio you. Bruh.
Veritas
Dr. Ratio.
or Dr. Ratio as he's known, is an imaginary type character following the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different noose-worshipping
He's even got the L, bro.
The
L
Intelligentsia
plus
Guild.
ratio.
Which is why I can't stand the sight of him.
The Genius Society consists of vanguards from various fields who act in
Vanguard?
isolation.
Destiny reference?
In contrast, the Intelligentsia Guild advocates for the dissemination of knowledge, allowing for a broad church of followers of Noose who work towards furthering this end.
Question. Does the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society or the mutual
so humble.
learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild?
You sure you want to go there?
Let's not.
is that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild? A devotion to science? A desire to share scientific knowledge?
Exactly! Dr. Ratio presides over a total of 52 academic programs.
And yells at people until they burst into tears.
Strict teachers make for good students, and any student who makes it to the end of a program will be an expert scholar in their respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
Ignorance is an ailment, the expungement of which only our Dr. Ratio can achieve, and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
His creations have helped many worlds look beyond their borders and step into the future.
Dr. L plus Ratio
I feel like
plus
we might
Bozo plus
accidentally
you
be
fell off
discussing-
plus
Perhaps I
mauled
should
harder
intervene.
plus I fucked your
Dr.
family
Ratio's desire
ancestry?
to
What the
cure
fuck does that even
ignorance
mean,
with truth
Damon?
is well known. It's time for us to assess his prowess on the battlefield.
During his basic attack, Mind is Might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his codex, dealing imaginary damage to a single target.
Question, why does he carry a codex with him?
Well, intellectuals enjoy persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with them directly.
Dr. Ratio's skill, intellectual midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent, Cogito Ergo Sum, may trigger him to launch a follow-up attack after using his skill. As a rigorous academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's
I like how he
debuffs during
throws his
battle.
chalk or
The
whatever
more
that is.
debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance of him launching a follow-up attack. And let's
Yeah,
not
true.
forget his ultimate.
It's because he doesn't emote with his
paradox.
face, so he has to
The
have
good
the
doctor
little...
summons a leaning tower, and through a series
Little
of
speech
precise
bubbles.
calculations and measurements, plots a trajectory of
I love that.
maximum
That's
pain.
so dramatic,
The target
bro.
enemy suffers imaginary
leaning tower
damage and is
Pisa, and he
afflicted
does it
with
the
Wise
opposite
Man's
way it's
Folly.
leaning
When a
to.
target
Like,
with Wise Man's
bruh.
Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when using his technique, Mold of Idolatry, Dr. Ratio creates a dimension and taunts nearby enemies. When attacking an enemy within the dimension to enter battle, there's a chance of reducing the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
Yay.
To put it mildly,
So he's gonna be annoying every
Also,
time he's on
version
screen?
1.6, Trailblazers will finally be running into an old friend. The elder of 2 siblings, very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same. It's Hanya's elder sister, Shui!
Hey, I forgot she's coming this update too. Sheesh! Oh gosh, she kinda hot.
Shui Yi is a quantum-type character following the path of destruction.
Another
whose
quantum
original body
character?
was
Holy shit,
replaced
that
long
means I
ago
gotta get
with
her.
a permanent puppet
I didn't
system.
realize she's played by
The
Jenny
system was
Yokobori.
constructed for Shui Yi on behalf of the Ten Lords Commission.
I should have known
The
that.
commission
though.
agreed that for every culprit Shui Yi apprehended, she would be rewarded with a half-day's wake span.
A reasonable arrangement.
Better than my one. Like her sister Hanya, Shui Yi is a formidable presence on the battlefield. Shui Yi's basic attack, Mar Asunder All, can deal quantum damage to a target enemy. Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies. And as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
Karma.
So she's good at trying criminals?
The best! When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately launches a follow-up attack on the target enemy, dealing quantum damage. Her ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum damage to a
She's
single
probably not gonna
target
be on
and toughness
Runways,
depletion that
Banner
ignores
Hunts, she's
weakness
probably
types.
gonna be on
The more toughness
ratios.
depleted, the greater the damage.
Breaking weaknesses irrespective of type.
these Xianzhou natives are cold-blooded.
When Shui Yi uses her technique,
Damn, that's
Summary
kinda
Execution,
racist.
to attack an enemy and enter battle, she deals quantum damage
That's
to
kinda
all
racist,
enemies.
Erda.
Yes, sir. It's time. We talked about version 1.6's banners. During the first phase of version 1.6 in the character
Let's
event
fucking
wars,
go!
Flow Triptych, and
Let's
a Lost
go!
Soul. Trailblazers
I like
can
that
obtain
banner.
the limited
That's a
5-star
good
characters
banner.
Ron May and
Holy.
Blaine, respectively.
I don't think I've ever had a
Not
good
to
banner
mention,
in my life.
The 4-star character Shui Yi will be joining version 1.6's first phase character warp.
Oh, it's Bandage Guy.
Now, during the second phase of version 1.6 in the
His
character
banner
event
sucks.
warp, Ray and Neptune
His
Dorma.
banner sucks.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited
Oh
5-star
my
characters
God.
Dr. Ratio and Kafka, respectively.
I wondered when that lady might be making a return.
I'll be glad to see the back of her.
Then let's not forget Light
Hey,
Cones.
man, I don't care.
At 1.6's first phase Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone, my past self in the mirror,
Damn.
will be boosted. And in the Bicone Reminiscence Light Cone
What's with
event
that Light
warp,
Cone,
the
though?
drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone, the Unreachable Side, will also be boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will also see the 5-star Light
Damn.
Cone, the Baptism
Damn.
of Pure Thought, entering the Light Cone event warp.
Damn Hoyoverse.
Bathing relaxes both the body and the mind.
You make your
It
female
is of
players go
great
crazy or your
benefit to
gay
our
players go
consideration
crazy.
of both the universe and philosophy.
God damn.
Check out the yellow ducky.
And finally,
Wait,
in
there's
the
a duck in
aforementioned
there?
Bygone Reminiscence Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone, patience is all you need, will also be boosted. Whew! Light Cones, it's been a pleasure.
I think it's time for some mental recuperation. Stay tuned for more updates.
Why is this such a slow jam? Music stays on during sex. Obviously kidding. Like I ever have that. And I'm sure my dabbing doesn't help with that situation. Who came out after Kafka? So probably whoever that was. So I think they've got an order.
Welcome back, Trailblazers! Now that we've introduced our new characters, it's time to delve deeper into version 1.6. First up, something that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
New enemy. They really like this bug type. I already forgot the name of them. Swarm? I never finished that, by the way. I never
I can
unlocked
see
the
how
new
that
path.
would make a big splash.
Do I recall someone mentioning accidents on the space station?
In the
Tabor
process
reference?
of clone cultivation, Madame Ron
I gotta
May
stop
did
doing that.
encounter a certain anomaly. An anomaly in the
Self-deprecation,
form
let's go.
of a Swarm King prototype and fierce swarm disaster entity, Star Crusher, Swarm King Scaricabaz. Thanks to an incident during the experiment,
Scaricabaz.
this borehole planet's old crater came into being, and it looks like a lively one.
There's that light-hearted
haven't
tone
got an order?
again.
You sure?
Ergo, we're screwed.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Isn't that when
Fool
they
me
did
twice,
did the
I
rerun?
kick
Was
your
after
butt.
Zila?
Don't panic. Madame Ron May has shared with us one of her research papers. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences. Let's start with the abstract and keywords, shall we?
Ugh, get to the point!
Leave it to me. Starcrusher Swarm King Scaricabaz possesses immense propagative capabilities. When in its multiply state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with every attack it sustains.
Wait, every attack? So the swarm just keeps multiplying the more we fight it? Somebody's getting fired.
However, this multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's
Well, it
right.
didn't do genuine.
As highlighted in the paper's conclusion,
It's 'cause he
maintain your
sucks.
focus
I'm
on the
just kidding,
Swarm
I'm just
King's
kidding.
toughness. Time the weakness break just right, and Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz can
They
be
skipped
defeated.
Genuine and went
Furthermore,
straight to Silver
after
Wolf.
completing the 1.6 Trailblaze continuous mission, Echo of War, Borehole
a new Echo of
Planet's
War.
old crater
Nice.
will become available. Complete this challenge to obtain the advanced trace level up material, past evils of the Borehole Planet disaster.
Are all biological entities in this location characterized by aggression? Affirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such experiments within a sealed-off area.
Fear not, there are some sweet and lovable characters too. In a bid to boost the space station's research developments, Trailblazers have been assigned an important mission. Nurture and care for the newly arrived
Those are just
little
so
life
cute.
forms.
I'm counting on you, friends.
There won't be any
We keep one as a pet?
accidents or anomalies this time, right?
Probably not. Look how adorable these little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event, Trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the Nurturing Manual. They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety of delightful little creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and
They're so
frolic through the
cute.
cabin is enough to put a
They're
smile
so
on the face
cute.
of every Trailblazer.
I love
Affirmative.
them.
It results
want
in
one.
gratifying emotional and physical
They're like
responses.
jellycats.
Conclusion, a profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us, during the event,
Peppy
Trailblazers
playable?
have the chance to transform into and experience what it's like to be Peppy.
Let's go!
Interesting.
Peppy
Maybe
gameplay!
I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated universe, this update is a real
that a
game
servitor?
changer with significant new features. Version 1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with brand new DLC. Gold
DLC?
and Gears.
That's one way to word it.
Ron May played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of member 27, Emperor Rubert.
Emperor Rubert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius Society.
Damn.
It proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis, the First Emperor's War. The war serves as an excellent historical source
Star
for
Wars.
Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition and daringly
Yes.
experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping various dice face effects. By collecting Trailblaze secrets, you can unlock even more dice face effects. As Trailblazers delve deeper into the challenges, they can acquire more powerful dice faces and unlock new ways to play. Trailblazers can swap out the faces on their dice, combining effects
That's
from
kinda
multiple paths to create unprecedented, powerful buff combinations. For
make our
example,
own dice.
when using Kafka, even if the initial path selected is the Nihility,
I really need
you
to
can
finish the
create
swarm,
diverse
bro.
effects by strategically combining different dice faces. You could assemble a die that allows you to leap over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates both effects.
Clear golden gears and voila! Neural Impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated universe.
Get ready for a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the Simulated Universe, the Intracognition System. When moving across the Simulated Universe board, self-consciousness changes may be triggered, leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers can compile all
Okay.
the storylines through continuous gameplay, ultimately unlocking the enigmatic secrets of the eons.
Count your blessings!
Lore.
A new simulated universe to explore. Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the simulated universe, it's time to talk about a special invite. In version 1.6, Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to participate in a special test.
The Department of
What would that be?
Ecology? Ugh. What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary enemies that are conjured through scent triggers.
Holy
Each
shit.
distinct scent plugin yields different test outcomes. Trailblazers will start with the basic test and subsequently unlock Despair Mode.
Despair mode?
Holy shit, dang it,
I hear
Hopper.
trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm
Seasoned
sure their noses
trash
can handle it.
explorers.
Don't be so
Goddamn.
sure. The difficulty curve isn't for the faint of heart, which is why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the illusions created by these scents differ from regular enemies. Make sure you're well prepared before engaging in battle.
Example: deploy distinct scent plugins before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in battle.
That's right. Immerse yourself in your favorite scent, say cedarwood, and you might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind everyone? The scents may be tempting, but it's crucial to exercise
I wish the
self-control.
Coca-Cola just froze them
Version
all, bro.
1.6 will also see the return of the planar fisher and realm of the strange
Let's go.
events.
We love
During these events,
those.
successfully challenging the simulated
can bring
universe
double
and
artifacts in
Cavern of
Genshin.
Corrosion will yield double rewards for a set number of times.
Conclusion: relaxation and fun await.
We ain't done with you yet. Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo La Fu? He recently acquired a talking parrot called Yotza that can blur truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't it?
What? Slander! As I
Slander.
was saying, Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Permanent challenge? You mean like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly. In Pure Fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of cycles to rack up a high score. Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that high scores hinge on the right cure. Conclusion: consider the nature of enemies and available buff effects when selecting your formation
Does this
and battle
refresh all the
strategy.
time?
Goodness said it better myself. A quick update, folks. In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades. And guess what? Completing specific stages for the first time will earn you the 4-star character links.
Free links.
720 stellar jades?
She's a goat.
You heard it here first. In version 1.6, Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos is set to expand
11
with
and 12.
stages 11 and 12. Securing a 3-star victory in these new stages grants an extra 120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10 stages, and you're looking at a grand total of 720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete these 2 permanent challenge modes can also earn a new currency, which they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin in the newly added shop.
Sounds neat. But are
Goddamn.
Trailblazers seriously expected to
Go,
take on
yo.
more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herda.
What
These
the
2
heck?
permanent game modes will
Oh
be
my
seeing
God.
changes of their own.
Okay,
in the
I
update
say let's
schedule.
go, your
From
version. They just made this
1.6 onwards,
up.
Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos, and
Oh
Pure
my
Fiction
God.
will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos
I gotta
update will be
start,
followed
like,
2 weeks later
scheduling out
by
my
a
shit,
Pure
bro.
Fiction event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 stellar jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of
Oh,
Pure
okay,
Fiction.
so they're not.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time
They're
to
not
plan
doing it
their
every 2
character
weeks now.
leveling
So,
and
okay,
to
I see.
experience challenge gameplay.
Wait, is everyone getting
You
less
got
then?
it. And I almost forgot about another significant new feature in version 1.6. Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update,
Thank God.
Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding stages. Just a heads up that stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can start their challenge.
Whoa, in other words, as long as I've achieved a 3-star
Yeah, don't
victory
do
in
that
stage
this time,
7,
David.
and I attain the same victory
That
in
reminds me though, I
any
need to
given
do,
Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos
this
update,
still.
I can get my hands on rewards for the previous 6 stages?
Precisely.
Another Trailblazer time saver, it would seem.
That's not all. The 1.6 update will further improve the user-friendliness of the team setup in the Forgotten Hall. As Trailblazers
Nice.
progress through stages in Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos, the team setup from the previous stage will be carried over by default.
Nice.
Plus,
And
with
then
the
the
new
swap
team
button.
setup switching
Yep.
and one-click clear functions,
That's really
lineups can be
nice.
adjusted at the drop of a hat.
Impressive. It seems that optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
Absolutely. And guess what else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to
it?
claim rewards
Like it was hard?
with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited
What?
unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further
What is this?
explanation.
Yeah.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages
Oh,
to
for a
gather
limited
leveling
time, I see.
materials for their characters.
Oh,
And of course,
That's
where
nice for
would
new players.
1.6 be without the ever-exciting check-in event? Participating in the Gift of Odyssey event
just slap this
allows
on every
Trailblazers
update,
to get
bro.
their hands
Not
on
that we
10
not that I don't
orbs.
appreciate it, but I think it's
I
hilarious.
think the Trailblazers will be looking forward to this one.
Why doesn't Genshin do that? I wish Genshin did
Indubitably.
that.
I saw it coming.
Alrighty. It's that time already, folks. A big shout out to all our Trailblazers for their incredible love and support. Honkai Star Rail recently garnered incredible awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team, I, Albert, would like to extend our gratitude.
Pardon the interruption. You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to
Veritas
my
Ratio.
attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so
Tell them
bold,
narcissistic.
the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray event warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That is to say, me. Through
Wait.
sheer tyranny of will, I shall become ubiquitous. With this, I
Did you just
bid
say
you
he's gonna be free for
farewell.
everyone?
And
Is
there
that
we have it,
true?
folks? The esteemed Dr. Ratio.
What?
I think we've covered all the content for version 1.6. Thank you once again
That's
to our
fire!
3 geniuses for their support.
That's why his banner sucks.
But don't go anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned for an IPM bonus program. Here comes Sunday.
Holy shit! They're
I
giving
thought it
us
was
a free
Friday today.
5-star.
Question.
That's
Does
crazy.
the IPC not rest at the weekend?
Right? That's 2 full days of simulated universe testing. Trailblazers, you know what to do.
I'm not talking about the weekend, y'all.
The weekend.
I'm talking about
Fortnite.
our next special
I'm
guest.
sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn, this presentation's a banger, bro. This presentation's a fucking banger. Holy. Holy. Hey, Torres. I thought it was a gag at first too, but no, they're actually giving us ratio for free. That's crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Family's Charmony Festival Conference. I'm your host, Albert. This once-in-an-amber era event is near at hand, and the eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the planet of festivities, Penacony. Tonight, we'll be bringing you all the latest on Charmony Festival. First, let's give a round of applause and welcome the organizer of the festival and representative of the family in Penacony, Mr. Sunday.
Good evening, dear
Who
viewers.
is Mr. Sunday?
I am Sunday.
Welcome, good
He
sir.
is the first day
Your
of the week.
presence here lights up our humble studio.
You are too kind, Mr. Owlbert. If it were not
Does
for
he
the
have angel wings,
IPM's
or is that his
generous
hair?
invitation,
think
I would
that's
not
his
have
hair.
had this opportunity to introduce your audience to our festival, nor its location. That is to say, Penacony. Penacony is located in the Asdana star system. It is a holiday destination of universal repute, known to many as the planet of festivities. Our guests will be staying in the Reverie,
His voice sounds really
a
familiar.
luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are uniquely yours.
I'm curious,
Lol.
what makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Penacony tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something truly extraordinary. The family on Penacony has, for the first time, issued public invitations to various factions of the cosmos, welcoming them to partake in our
I see
magnificent
why they did
ceremony.
this stream earlier now.
Members of the 5 great families,
It's way longer than
which
normal,
together
I think.
make up the family on Penacony, as well as staff members of the Reverie, are united in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at
Robin.
the ceremony.
You heard correctly. On behalf of the family, Robin will be singing
Damn,
at the
looking like a
opening of the
Caslana for
festival
real.
in honor of the Eon of Harmony. My sister has already arrived in Penacony, and dress rehearsals are well underway. Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly make the
She also has the
ceremony all the
wings.
more dazzling.
So they're like
Mr.
angel
Sunday,
wings behind their
Would you be
ears. It
able
kind of
to
reminds me of like
divulge any
Melia.
details about the festival's preparations?
Like the
All manner of
Hyantia.
preparations are unfolding
Oh,
as
look,
we
it's the
speak.
femboy.
The Reverie's renovation works are drawing to a close, and so too is its human resources overhaul. Our level of service will be better than ever. Separately, we have introduced
Firefly.
performers and service personnel from the
You would not
Iris
believe your
family
eyes.
to Penacony's principal scenic areas and leisure facilities. I'm sure they will help our guests to feel right at home. Needless to say,
Galaga?
safety is our
Galaga
primary
just nuts.
concern. And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger does not exist in Penacony's dreams, and the family promises that the safety of every guest is guaranteed.
That's gonna go
Of
well,
course,
isn't it?
the family is also forgiving.
Inferno.
Perhaps you are a member of the Annihilation
These all
Gang,
gonna be playable?
or even the Stellaron Hunters.
Oh my god, it's Sam!
If you cherish dreams and uphold benevolence, Penacony welcomes your arrival. Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from various organizations throughout the universe. Today will be the first time we are publishing the guest list.
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary 10 Stonehearts. Mr. Adventurine.
Venturing.
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, the nameless carry forward the trailblazing will of Akabili and build bridges between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express, Miss Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence. Trading knowledge for wisdom, calculating wealth with formulas, and transcending individual limitations through an academic network of shared resources. the renowned scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild.
Why do they use that picture?
Darius Ratio.
Why do they use that
We
picture
think,
though?
therefore we are. And memories are proof of existence. She's committed to safeguarding and sharing these memories and able to journey beyond the corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection.
Black
It's none
Swan.
other than the memo keeper herself, Miss Black Swan. In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation
Fools.
exists as a balm for sorrow. Forever resilient, never disheartened, ceaselessly untearful, endlessly present, and here representing the mass fool.
Dude, she's so cute.
Sparkle!
Hyped for that character.
Following the path of the hunt, journeying from one planet to another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing it all over again. She's been away from the spotlight for too long, representing the Galaxy
Totally not me.
Rangers, Miss Acheron. Takes the stage once more.
On behalf of the family, I hereby warmly welcome our guests to participate in this, our grand celebration. Penacony awaits you.
Oh my god, look at it, dude. That's actually fire. Reminds me of Vegas. Or New York. Or a combination. Alright. Well, that was actually really good. That was a really good special program. I cannot believe we're getting Ratio for free. That's crazy. That's just crazy. I think that was probably their best Star Rail presentation, easily. Very entertaining all throughout, too. Very looking forward to 1.6. Looks like it's going to be a fun update. I'm looking forward to the permanent content and, of course, Simulated Universe updates. I always love those. And Penacony's looking really cool. 2.0 is closer than I thought it was going to be honest. But I guess, I don't know, the game's almost been out for a year now, huh? Like 8 months or something. Yeah, I'm getting Ratioed for free. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching.